Before the light decides what it is, I'm already here. Before the light decides what it is, imagine the dark. One name I won't give the morning. The kettle's being gone, steam on the window fading. I press my finger to the glass, steam on the window fading, and trace the thing I'm saying to the glass. This is the ritual. This is the right day, where the dead lean closer and the living find the light. Come close, come living find the light. The dawn can wait a little longer. This is where I hold the ones who made the dark their shelter. Who made the dark their shelter. The world is still asleep. It doesn't know what moves here. The frequency between two worlds goes softest at first light, dear. I feel you in the in-between. I hear you in the hum. I feel you didn't find us by mistake. You always know how to come. You didn't find us by mistake. So breathe. You always knew and let the dark be kind. So this is the ritual. Let the dark be kind. This is the right. This is the ritual. Lean closer. This is the right. And the living find the light. Come close, come close. And the living the dawn can wait a little longer. This is where I hold the ones who made the dark their shelter. Who made the dark? You stayed up for a reason, or something woke you. You stayed up for a reason. Either way, or something woke you. You're here now, and here is exactly where you're supposed to be. You're here now, and here is exactly where you're supposed to be. Once for the ones who couldn't sleep, twice for the ones still dreaming, thrice for the ones between the worlds who feel what I'm feeling. Welcome to the ritual. Welcome to the right. Welcome to the dawn, the ritual. Welcome to the first light. Welcome to first light.
Hello and welcome to Sounds After Midnight. And yeah, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, 2:34 in the morning, and I'm in the UK. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a great time. Enjoy the show, and here we go.
Late night ticking like a clock that forgot. You draw a doorway on the dark. Head in your hands, same four walls, same ceiling, or ghost fears. Do it last in your mind? You say, maybe this is it. I'm finished. Then a tiny little what if cuts the silence like a light. What if this fall is just a starlight? What if the tear is how you see? You lift your face like you're asking the sky, is there something left for me? Once you choose her, the ground starts singing. All of those doors look like beginning. Once you choose her, the night stops winning. One small word and the world starts spinning. Oh, it's spinning again. Stars on your chest like medals from a battle. Stories you never let yourself read. You've been the punchline in your own shadows. Now your heart beats marching to a different lead. What if your cracks are stained glass windows? What if your shaking is your dance? You take that down, pull it into your fist, raise it high like a flag of chance. Once you choose home, the ground starts singing. All of those doors look like beginning. Once you choose home, the tide starts shifting. One soft yes turns away into lifting. Oh, you're rising again. I was a whisper. I'm not enough. Oh, you are a whisper. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. Like thunder from a quiet throne, we turned our whispers into one bright note. Your lungs breathe deeper, grow wild and greener. The never's loosen, every lock's no becomes a new soon. Oh, it's opening again. You don't die, and you walk through
I've been walking through the long years, carrying my shouldas and my what ifs, counting every cork in the ceiling, talking to the dark like it can fix this. But the quiet starts to tremble, something tender in my chest, like a still small word is saying, this is not as good as it gets. The best is yet to come. Feel it like a sunrise on my tongue. I've been scared, I've been so undone, but you keep telling me, child, hold on. 'Cause every tear I cry is watering some mercy I can't see right now. I'm not what I was, I'm still being made, and the best is yet to come someday. All the photos on the fridge door, versions of me I barely recognize. Try to fake it with a still smile, but you were looking deeper than my eyes. You were sitting in the hard nights at the kitchen table, hands on mine, and said, I'm not done with the story. Turn a page, there's more than this alone. It's easier to come. Feeling like sunrise on a night sun. I've been scared, I've been so undone. Ooh, keep telling me, silently, hold on. 'Cause every tear I cry is water and some mercy I can't see right now. I'm not but I'm still being fair, and the best is yet to come. Oh, best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come someday. The best is yet to come Woke up on a rooftop, ash in my hair, names in the brickwork, nobody there. Clouds hung like curtains over a dead-end track. Heaven didn't want me back. Heaven didn't want me back. So I'm stuck in this in-between, breathing in the fallout of everything I've been. If I'm too lost for angels and too tired to attack, guess I'll haunt this empty town till the sky takes me back. Shops with their shutters, teeth made of steel, ghosts in the glass panes. Watch how I kneel. Prayers taste like copper, tongue stained black. Heaven didn't want me back. Heaven didn't want me back. So I'm stuck in this in-between, breathing in the fallout of everything I've been. If I'm too lost for angels and too tired to attack, guess I'll haunt this empty town till the sky takes me back. I walk to the ring road, listen for a sign, just light on the tarmac, lines and lines and lines. If love is a border, why can't I cross that? Was every open doorway just another cul-de-sac? Heaven didn't want me back, so I pace these concrete scenes, talking to the shadows that sound a lot like me. If I'm too lost for angels, I'll carve my own way back through this cracked, half-fallen world till the sky takes me back. You trace the cracks in your bedroom wall, counting losses like they're all your fault. Cold coffee cups on the window ledge, same old doubts on a crowded air. Love, you're not the only one still bleeding. It's hiding in the ache you're feeling. Faith is just a hand you can't see, reaching through the wreckage, pulling you to breathe. Love, hope, faith are singing underneath your scars. A new hymn for the broken heart. You wear your shame like a second skin. Talk like endings are the only thing. But there's a song in your shaking chest, half a whisper, half a battle cry prayer. Love, you're not the only one still bleeding. Hope is hiding in the ache you're feeling. Faith is just a hand you can't see, reaching through the wreckage, pulling you to breathe. Love, hope, faith are singing underneath your scars. A new hymn for the broken heart. What if the night is teaching your eyes how bright a small flame burns when everything else dies? What if your tears are washing you clean, so every shattered piece can finally believe? You're not the only one still bleeding. Is hiding in the ache you're feeling. Faith is just a hand you can't yet see, reaching through the wreckage, pulling you to breathe. Love, hope, faith keep bringing in the dark. A new hymn for the broken heart. Torment till the morning comes. One soft line on your restless tongue. Love, hope, faith still humming in the scars. A new hymn for the broken heart.
I ran my mouth till my words ran out. Tried every prayer that I learned by now. Beg for a sign, something in the sky. But the only thing I heard was my own sigh. I thought you left me 'cause I couldn't hear a sound, but you were talking to me while my world was going loud. In the quiet, you're the loudest thing. When God gets quiet, my heart starts to sing. You don't always move the mountain, sometimes you move my doubt. In the silence, God speaks to the heart and turns the inside out. Yeah, in the silence, God speaks to the heart, that's what this faith's about. You turned off friends, turned the volume down. Yeah. Pulled every little comfort right out my house. Oh, left me with questions that cut like glass. But it's faded out. Oh, but you were sitting in the empty, rearranging my mind. You're the loudest thing when God gets quiet. My heart starts to sing. You don't always break the prison. Sometimes you break my pride in the silence. God speaks to the heart and brings me back inside. Oh, God speaks to the heart. That's where your truth can hide. Talk to me in traffic. Talk to me in tears. Talk to me in waiting rooms. After all my fears. Talk to me in whispers. I don't need a show. If your word is in the stillness, that's where I wanna go. Yeah. In the quiet, you're the loudest thing. My heart starts to sing. You don't always shake the heavens. Sometimes you shake my plans in the silence. I can
You came in sideways, laughing at the wrong time, spilling coffee on my sleeve, calling it a good sign. You said love's just another strange religion. Then you stared right through me like you made a decision. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. You turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts in a groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. Shoes by the doorway, but you're dancing bare feet. Spinning my kitchen to a record off beat. Talking in colors like the sky's your confession. You kiss me mid-sentence, change the whole direction. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. Oh, you turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts into groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. You say, don't look back, it's all reruns anyway. Then you pull me past my past like you've been in yesterday. I never knew my heart could break and bloom the same night. Laughing while we're crying till the wrong feels right. It's a strange kind of heaven when I'm tangled up with you. Nothing makes sense, but it all feels true. Oh, you turn my wrongs into rhythm, my doubts into groove. Such a strange kind of heaven every time you move. Stay, don't explain, just hum that tune in my ear. Ooh, love, so insane, but I think I like it here. Yeah, such a strange cup of coffee, lip print still warm, your coat on the chair back, a ghost in its form. Rain chalks the window like lines across a palm. I trace every river that led you to my arms. God, let me keep you a little longer. Tilt the world, slow down the clock hands. Hold back the dawn like a flood at the border. Let this fragile ordinary stay strange. Let this fragile ordinary stay strange. You hum in the kitchen, an almost forgotten tune. Knife on the cutting board, a metronome at noon, a joke that goes nowhere. We laugh until it hurts. I memorize your profile in that cheap white cotton shirt. God, let me keep you a little longer. Pin this hour like an insect in glass. Fill my mouth with your borrowed language, so these clumsy mortal words will last. So these clumsy mortal words will last. You once said nothing's ours. We only rent each other's names. Lonely little vows on a trembling tongue. If all we are is passing through each other like a flame, then let me be the wick that burns a little longer. A little longer. God, let me keep you a little longer. Hide your breath in the fold of my chest. If there's a ledger, if there's an order, lose my page, let me pay the rest. Lose my page, let me pay the rest. Rain, stop, silence, your coat on my arm. Door frame like a threshold or the edge of a song. I whisper your full name, each syllable an altar. God, let me keep you a little longer.
red dirt road, dust on my hem, Sunday dress, pinned up brim. You took my hand, said come with me, past the graves to that old oak tree. Pocket knife shaking in your grip, you bit your lip, look back at me. Two crooked hearts, one clumsy day, spelled out wrong, but it still felt great. At the old oak tree where we carved our names, you wrote our instead of our, but the Lord knew the same. He saw two kids in Carolina clay trying to spell out a forever they could barely say. Oh, time rolls on, but it's clear to me our love was written under that old oak tree. Years blew by like a July storm, you in your suit, me in white lace worn. Choir sang low, preacher said, do you? I thought of bark where I first chose you. War took you half a world away. Letters came and they stopped one day. I walked alone where the shadows lean, traced those lines in that weathered green. At the old oak tree where we carved our names, you wrote our instead of our, but the Lord knew the same. He saw two hearts in Carolina clay holding on to a promise they could barely say. Oh, tears fell down, but he carried me, our love still trembling in that old oak tree. Now my hands are paper thin, Sunday school kids come running in. Miss May, why is it spelled that way, they say. I just smile and I tell them grace. At the old oak tree where we carved our names, you wrote our instead of our, but the Lord knew the same. He watched our years in Carolina clay, every joy, every goodbye, every kneeling to pray. When he calls me home, I believe I'll see you waiting, laughing by that old oak tree.
your coat on the hook. Still smells like last December. Lipstick on a coffee rim. Shape of a borrowed temper. Dust in the hallway light. Footprints fading in the carpet. One unplayed tape on the floor. Label torn where you tore it. This is what you left behind. Half-made bed and a dying vine. 4 cold walls and a crooked spine. Of every book you underlined. This is what you left behind. Ghosts in drawers and quiet time. Every door that stays half signed. With your name on my mind. One glove in the window box. Rainwater in your old shoes. Polaroids turn sepia. Faces that refuse to choose. Ash in a stolen ashtray. A mirror cracked into. My side, your side. Both sides still ask for you. This is what you left behind. Half-made bed and a dying vine. 4 cold walls and a crooked spine. Of every book you underline. This is what you left behind. Ghosts in drawers and quiet time. Every door that stays half signed. With your name on my mind. I count your sins like cigarettes. Burn down prayers in a porcelain dish. I keep your lies in little rows. Line them up, make a wish. You took the heat, left all the smoke. You took the blood, left every stain. You took the storm that shook these rooms. Left me the after rain. This is what you left behind. Half-made bed and a dying vine. 4 cold walls and a crooked spine. Of every book you underline. This is what you left behind. Ghosts in drawers and quiet time. Every door that stays half signed. With your name on my mind. On my mind.
Shoes off the track. Fog curls around the cul-de-sac. Your coat drips rain on my bare knees. Breath like incense, vow like disease. Love in the dark hours, when every mirror lights. Love in the dark hours, black petals on the stained glass. You trace a cross on my closed throat. Say sacrifice, like a private joke. Love in the dark hours, when every mirror lies. Love in the dark hours, black petals in our eyes. Hold me where the clocks turn sour. We bloom, we bruise, love in the dark hours. Candles crawling up the wall, shadows wear our faces. Name me once, then let me fall through your secret places. You kiss the wound, then twist it round. A slow, exquisite drown. Love in the dark hours, when every mirror lies. Love in the dark hours, you drag me through your skies. Hold me where the clocks turn sour. Say stay, say stay. Love in the dark hours. Lipstick ghost on the coffee rim. Your coat still hung on the hallway nail. Ash in the plant pot, stuttering film. A postcard face, the ink gone pale.
You left your name in the bathroom steam, blurred and run like a winter train. Your earring sleeps on the washing machine,
A tiny moon that circles my shame. One last touch on the stair, on the throne of the night.
one last touch, then we vanish from each other's eyes.
If I don't turn, will you still burn? In my skin, in the mirror, in the hush. One last I talk to shoes by the crooked door. They still remember the way you walked. The hallway hums like it wants you more. The walls lean in, they overheard us talk.
You hung my coat like a hidden pin, snagging threads when I try to leave. Your whisper sits where the lining thins.
The secret seam I still believe.
One last touch
On the stair, on the throne of the night.
one last touch, then we vanish from each other's eyes.
If I don't turn, will you still burn? In my skin, in the mirror, in the hush. One last touch. Were we holy or only hungry and afraid? Oh, were we cruel or careful, just clumsy with the blade? Strip the bed, fold the air, pack the ghosts we can't discuss. Leave the key, kill the light, trade a curse for one last touch. One last touch on the stair, on the throat of the night. One last touch as your shadow pulls out of mine. If I don't turn, will you still burn in my skin when the daylight comes up? One last touch. One last touch. Black carnations in the sink, ash on every silver frame. You said love is just a kink in a long unfinished chain. Cheap red lipstick on your wrists, names you wrote then crossed away. Calendar of cancer trysts, pinned beside a child's ballet. You're my echo in the dark, calling from the rusted park. Every answer leaves a mark, cut into my teeth. You're my echo in the dark, laughing where the shadows start. I keep mouthing back your part, but you never speak. Moonlight on the unpaid bills, halo made of nicotine. You collect prescription pills like a cracked glass rosary. You said faith is just a dare pulled from someone else's throat. Then you kiss the dusty air like it might return the note. You're my echo in the dark, calling from the rusted park. Every answer leaves a mark, cut into my teeth. You're my echo in the dark, laughing where the shadows start. I keep mouthing back your part, but you never speak. I learned your shivers, memorized your shakes, tattooed your tremors on every heartbreak. You haunt my posture, you stain my spit. If you're not here, then who?
into the bedroom door. Every silence, every scar, spelling nevermore. You're my echo in the dark, laughing where the endings are. I keep dying for the spark, but you never speak, never speak.
Faith is the bridge. Faith is the bridge. I was standing on the shoreline of the life I used to know. Questions crashing like an ocean, afraid to let go. Then I heard you in the silence, calling me to step and trust. One small step, you whispered kindly, and I will carry you the rest. Faith is the bridge from here to your heart, where every wounded place can finally fall apart. Faith is the bridge from ashes to light. You lay the path with love, I only have to stride. Faith is the bridge that holds me in your love. Some days the river feels wider, and my courage runs thin. Storm clouds gather in my thinking, and shadows creeping. But your promise rises brighter than the doubts that circle around. Every time I choose to trust you, another stone is laid down. Faith is the bridge to your heart, where every wounded can finally place. Faith is the bridge. To life, you lay the faith is this that holds me in your love. When I can't see the other side, you are the side that comes to me. When I feel too weak to move, you are the strength beneath my feet. When the wind begins to roar, your mercy sings a louder song. Heart to live, heart to heart, we're carried by your love. Faith is the bridge from here to your heart, where every broken dream can find a brand new start. Faith is the bridge from darkness to light. You lay the path of love, I only have to strive. Faith is the bridge that holds me in your love. Faith is the bridge. Yes, it is, Lord. Faith is the bridge we will walk in. Faith is the bridge that holds us in your love.
Burnt the toast this morning, laughed till the kettle ran dry. You spun me around in the kitchen, socked the coffee on the side. You said the world can wait now. Let the headlines roll on by. We made a waltz from the dishes, two fools under neon sky. And my heart still forgets every scar when you start counting 1, 2. Dance like nobody's watching. Turn this hallway into Rome. Spin me out of my worries. Bring my tired soul home. Love like you can't remember every time it went wrong. If this is all that we're given, let's live it like a song. Dance like nobody's watching, right here where we belong. Your old coat on the back door smells like rain and cheap perfume. We hang our dreams beside it on a nail in the laundry room. You say the past is a teacher, but it's not driving the car. So we draw hearts on the window, chasing fog and falling stars. And my doubts fade away in your arms when you count softly 1, 2. Dance like nobody's watching. Turn this hallway into Rome. Spin me out of my worries. Bring my tired soul home. Love like you can't remember every time it went wrong. If this is all that we're given, let's live it like a song. Dance like nobody's watching, right here where we belong. Sing like nobody's listening, out of tune, out of line. Let the neighbors write the story, we'll just underline the rhyme. Live like every small moment is a front row seat to grace. Every bruise, every blessing shining on your face. Dance like nobody's watching. Turn this hallway into Rome. Spin me out of my worries. Bring my tired soul home. Love like you can't remember every time it went wrong. If this is all that we're given, let's live it like a song. Dance like nobody's watching, right here where we belong. So count it in, just 1, 2, 3. You lean on me, I lean on you. Oh yeah, we'll dance like nobody's watching. Till the daylight's breaking through.
You traced a circle on the floor, chalk and ash, a quiet war. Candle candles leaning, coughing flame. You wrote my shadow as your name. I wore your sorrow like a crown. Heavy metal hammered down. Each promise pinned into my sleeve. Each broken vow I couldn't leave. You were my ruin and my reason, my winter altar, my undone season. I kept on burning in your storm, shattered and sacred in your form. You were my ruin and my reason, my darkest wound, my waking beacon. I knelt, I fell, I rose, I bled, and still I turn to you instead. You sang in tongues of salt and smoke. Every blessing was a joke. Red-eyed icons watched us sleep, guarding nothing we could keep. We carved a future into stone. Soon as finished, overgrown, we called it fate, we called it truth. It was a hunger dressed as youth. You were my ruin and my reason, my winter altar, my undone season. I kept on burning in your storm, shattered and sacred in your form. You were my ruin and my reason, my darkest wound, my waking beacon. I knelt, I fell, I rose, I bled, and still I turn to you instead. I walk the line you drew in dust, cracked glass rust. I drank the words you spat like wine, sweet brine, old shrine. I let you brand me with your doubts so loud. I let you hollow me right out. No sound in that empty, echoing skin. I heard the first small voice within. You were my ruin and my reason, my broken scripture, my blind cohesion. You were the lock, you were the door, you were the wound that made me more. You were my ruin and my reason. Now I step out of your prison. I kiss the curse, release the chain, walk from your fire into my rain. Last candle leaves, then disappears, wax like years. Your circle fades into the ground. I keep the lesson, lose the crown. You were my ruin and my reason, and now my reason leaves your ruin behind.
trace the scar along my shoulder. Say I remember where that came from, laughing through a story that got colder. Somehow it still keeps us warm. You turned your back, I slammed the doorway. We learned to fight like loaded guns. Now every silence has a hallway where echoes walk instead of us. These sacred wounds, we learn to live inside them. Every bruise became a place to hide in. Broke the truth till it fit what we were choosing, but I still choose you in all our sacred wounds. I keep the note you wrote in April, folded in a coffee can. Ink has bled like it was grateful to blur the things we said back then. You touched my hand, the room stopped shaking. We're still here, a little frayed. If every break is still worth saving, maybe we don't need to fade. These sacred wounds, we learn to live inside that. Every bruise became a place to hide it. We broke the truth till it fit what we were choosing, but I still choose you in all our sacred wounds. Face to face on the kitchen floor, you say, I can't lose you anymore. I say love is not a perfect skin, it's where the heart lets the healing in. Yeah. These sacred wounds, they're carved in every chapter. Me and you, still chasing the same answers. We come through with our hearts a little ruined. I still stand with you inside our sacred wounds. Oh, yeah. Mrs. Reaper, take my hand tonight and dance with me in the pale moonlight. If loving you means I lose my breath,
Candles choke in the chapel air, wax tears freezing on your frame.
You kneel, counting every failure,
like rosary wounds in my name. This is the dark side of devotion,
where every prayer returns in rust.
You kiss the thorns for my absolution.
I turned your heaven into dust.
On the dark side of devotion,
You hold my shadow like a cross.
you love me deeper than destruction.
And I am still not worth the cost.
You write my faults in crimson script, vows engraved into your skin.
So pale, my silence fills your silver cup.
You drink it hoping you will fail. This is the dark side of devotion,
Where every prayer returns in rust.
you kiss the thorns for my absolution.
I turned your heaven into dust.
On the dark side of devotion,
You hold my shadow like a cross.
you love me deeper than destruction.
And I am still not worth the cost. I laid my heart on the altar stone,
You blessed the bruise.
then left me alone.
Your faith is a chain.
Your grace is a grave.
If love is a saint,
Why does it break?
this is the dark side of devotion.
Where every prayer returns in rust.
You kiss the thorns for my absolution.
I turned your heaven into dust.
On the dark side of devotion,
You hold my shadow like a cross.
you love me deeper than destruction.
So deep, so lost.
And I am still not worth the cost.
Blow out the last unbroken flame.
Let my voice fade from your creed.
In the quiet after your amen.
May you forget what I made you bleed.
burn the toast. We sit in silence and laugh the most.
You fold my worries like shirts in a drawer.
You say it's nothing, but I am less afraid than before.
Quiet magic in the middle of the day,
Turning little moments
into things that stay.
every tired Tuesday,
Every gray sky view
becomes a story,
'cause I lived it next to you. You know the endings
of all my jokes.
still you pretend
Like you never spoke.
we miss the turning, get lost on the road.
You hum that old tune, and suddenly the traffic feels like home.
Quiet magic in the middle of the day, turning little moments into things that stay. Every faded photo, every bruise we outgrew
Becomes a treasure,
'cause I kept it safe with you.
when thinned to a hush.
When the room is crowded, yet I only see your face,
When the words fall clumsy,
and you give my doubts a place.
we don't need fireworks
To light the sky above,
we just need one more ordinary
day to call enough. Oh, that's enough. Quiet magic in the middle of the day, turning little moments into things that stay.
every simple evening,
Every shared unplanned view
becomes a lifetime.
'cause I spent my life with you.
Just you and me,
And a sinking sun, quiet magic
saying
we have already
We parked that rusted hearse by the dead-end drive, moon hanging crooked like a busted eye. You traced my lifeline with a switchblade sigh. Said, baby, this is where our love goes feral. Somewhere past the last goodbye, where the broken-hearted crawl and the lovebirds die. Yeah, we'll dance dance in the grave of the alibi. Somewhere past the last goodbye. You wore that veil you stole from the 5 and dime. Black lace flutter like a vulture sign. We carved our names in a stop sign bent. Then you kissed my throat like a punishment. Somewhere past the last goodbye, where the broken-hearted crawl and the lovebirds die. Yeah, we'll dance in the grave of the alibi. Somewhere past the last goodbye. You said, don't flinch when the daylight rots. Don't blink when the mirror forgets your thoughts. We ain't lost, we're just off the map. 2 stray cats in a body bag wrap. Oh yeah, somewhere past the last goodbye, where the sugar turns sick and the tears stay dry. We'll trade our halos for a bloodshot sky. Somewhere past the last goodbye. So drag my heart through that dead-end drive. I'll wait for you past the last goodbye. I met a saint in a laundromat. She wrung the neck of a wedding dress. Coins in her mouth, eyes like cracked glass. She said, you're the one I couldn't bless. Angels don't cry like this, with their fingers in the dirt, tasting every sin. Angels don't cry like this, but you do, and you drag me in. You do, and you drag me in. You kept your prayers in a coffee tin, buried it deep in the rental yard. Said every word I ever believed is rusting there beside a broken God. Angels don't cry like this, cheeks all streaked with my old alibis.
but you do when it splits the sky. You do, and it splits the sky. I carved your name in the hospital door. The letter shook like a tired hand. The nurse said, son, what are you waiting for? I said, a miracle that understands. Angels don't cry like this. Tearing up the book just to kiss the page. Angels don't cry like this, but you do in a holy rage. You do, and you curse my name. You do, but I stay the same. Now every night on the kitchen floor, you light a match, watch it burn, watch it hiss. You whisper love, if you were ever pure, tell me why. Angels don't cry like this. You're walking like a siren, lipstick the color of crimes, laughing at everybody, scanning for fault lines. Your shadow crosses my shadow, two knives on the same plate. You say you're cute when you're nervous, I'm already half late. You're a velvet guillotine, cutting slow, cutting clean. Pull me close and disappear. You're dangerous and beautiful here, like a cross in gasoline. Holy sharp and obscene. I should run, I never do. Every scar just looks like you. We dance in the dead arcade, broken screens, buzzing ghosts. You trace my name in the dust, like you're reading last rites to a host. You say love is a car crash, I'm the glass in your hair. You kiss me like it's a weapon, dare me to breathe that air. You're a velvet guillotine, cutting slow, cutting clean. Pull me close, then disappear. You're dangerous and beautiful here, like a cross in gasoline. Holy sharp
and obscene. I should run, I never do. Every scar just looks like you. You paint little halos on everyone you break. Leave Polaroids in their pockets like patron saints of mistakes. I swore I'd be different. You smile, that's what they say. Then you carved a small future on the back of my frayed leather chain. You're a velvet guillotine, cutting slow, cutting clean. Pull me close, then disappear. You're dangerous and beautiful here, like a cross in gasoline. Holy sharp and obscene. If this doom is all we do, let the blade come down with you. Curtains breathe like heavy lungs. Cheap incense burns black tongues. A cracked white saint with a broken jaw watches from the peeling wall. You say my name like a funeral hymn, a quiet crime on your pallid lips. Between heaven and the dark, we hang like crooked frames. Half a prayer, half a spark, too holy for the flame. You touch my face like a mask. You're afraid we'll come alive. Between heaven and the dark, we learn how ghosts survive. Ash on shoes from last night's star that fell in the alley behind the bar. Your lipstick smeared in a perfect cross on the mirror skin of silver frost. You drink the dawn from a shattered glass. Say nothing pure was ever meant to last. Oh, between heaven and the dark, we hang like crooked frames. Half a prayer, half a spark, too holy for the flame. You touch my face like a mask. You're afraid we'll come alive. Between heaven and the dark, we learn how ghosts survive. Black lace scripture written on your veins, whispered liturgy of small, exquisite pains. I kneel in of your borrowed room where the plaster cracks spell out our doom. Between heaven between the chapel and the stain. Say my name, then lose it again. Between heaven and the dark, we hang like crooked frames. Half a prayer, half a spark, too holy for the flame. You touch my face like a mask. You're afraid we'll come alive. Between heaven and the dark, we learn how ghosts survive. A last white mark in your hair, then only dust and stare. Between heaven and the dark, nothing left to share.
Count the colors in your coffee, how the cream makes little storms. Hear our laughter in the ceiling, all these fingerprints of warmth. You said time is just a rumor when you trace my crooked lines. Let the calendar stay empty, fill the margins with your trial. Count your age, my friends, not years. Hold them close like souvenirs. Every name a little spark, lighting corners of the dark. Count your life by smiles, not tears. All those moments, wild and weird. If we're breaking, let it be into pieces that set us free. We got photos that are blurry, but the feelings still come through. Midnight shoes left in the hallway, early morning next to you. All the plans we never followed turn to stories we still tell. Every wrong turn on the freeway led us somewhere we felt well. Count your age by friends, not years. Hold them close like souvenirs. Every name a little spark, lighting corners of the dark. Count your life by smiles, not tears. All those moments, wild and weird. If we're breaking, let it be into pieces that set us free. What if growing older just means growing wide? More hearts in your orbit, more room inside. If the days grow heavier, let my shoulders share the weight. We can measure all our minutes by the love we choose to make. Count your age by friends, not years. Hold them close like souvenirs. Every name a little spark, lighting corners of the dark. Count your life by smiles, not tears. All those moments. is free. So here's to every dinner table, every inside joke that stays. We'll keep adding up the faces till the numbers fade away.
You wear the same black t-shirt every day like armor. Coffee stains and chipped red glass on your bedside. Oh, do you say the sky forgot your name? You say the sun moved on. You laugh, but your hands keep shaking like you're braced for one more bomb. If you're a ruin, I'll be the painted window, bleeding color on your broken stone. If you're a thunderstorm crashing through this town, I'll try to be a rainbow in your cloud. I'll stay a quiet little rainbow in your cloud. There's tape on all your mirrors so you don't have to see the list of things you think you are, pinned where your heart should be. You say you're rust, you say you're wreckage, say you're nothing worth a vow. But even your cracked voice trembles like it still remembers how. If you're a ruin, I'll be the painted window, bleeding color on your broken stone. If you're a thunderstorm crashing through this town, I'll try to be a rainbow in your cloud. I'm here, just a little rainbow in your cloud. Let the black rain fall, let the church door shut. I've seen light slipping through the smallest cut. You are not your ashes, you are not your scars. I have watched you glow in the dark of your own heart. If you're a ruin, I'll be the painted window, bleeding color on your broken stone. If you're a thunderstorm crashing through this town, I'll try to be a rainbow in your cloud. Every shade of your shadow and your doubt, and try to be a rainbow in your cloud.
You fold the Sunday paper, same chair, same quiet line. Coffee ring on the table marks another borrowed time. The photo on the mantle leans forward like it knows you're waiting on an earthquake, staring at a garden that won't grow. You say, maybe next year, till the years all sound the same. You're tracing circles round a door that has your name. Nothing changes, nothing changes. You can pray, you can curse the rain, but the sky stays the same old gray till you step out, step into the strange. Nothing changes and nothing changes. Still the mirror keeps calling your name. You can stay where the shadows stay, or move 1 inch and break the frame. Your suitcase in the cupboard, packed for places you don't name. Train map on the fridge door, every line a quiet flame. You talk of foreign cities like postcards from a dream, but you're stuck in the station, watching someone else's train leave. You say, when I've saved more, once the storm has blown away. But the storm's in your heartbeat and it's beating every day. Nothing changes and nothing changes. You can pray, you can curse the rain, but the sky stays the same old gray till you step out, step into the strange. Nothing changes if nothing changes. Still the mirror keeps calling your name. You can live like a frozen frame, or lean right through and light the Oh, the clocks keep ticking in the dark hole, but time's not moving till you start to fall. You're holding on so tight to what you know that you can't feel your own hands letting go. What in one small world, what in one small time, till you pass this painted world to the place you always burn. Changes and nothing changes. You can pray, you can curse the rain, but the sky stays the same old gray till you step out, step into the strange. Nothing changes, nothing changes. Still the mirror keeps calling your name. Take one breath, take one brave step, and watch the whole room rearrange. Fold the Sunday paper, leave it on the chair this time. You reach to grab that suitcase and the morning starts to shine.
There's a silence in this hallway, like it's holding back the truth. Every picture on the wall now feels like something I outgrew. I folded up the life we made in corners of this room, but every thread I try to break still pulls my heart to you. Oh, I thought love would be enough, but love don't always stay, and I can't keep holding on when I'm the one that fades. It's not the suitcase in my hand, it's every dream we never planned. It's every word I couldn't say that's weighing on me as call my name. We both know this ending's coming, still we play the same old game. I waited for a change of heart, you waited for me to stay. But love shouldn't feel this lonely, even when we're face to face. Oh, I gave you all I had, and still it wasn't right. Now I'm choosing to be lost instead of losing my life. It's not the suitcase in my hand, it's every dream we never planned. It's every tear I couldn't cry that's burning in me as I say goodbye. I'm leaving more than I can show. There's so much you will never know. Than I'm feeling, but I break beneath the weight of leaving. And if I turn around right now, I know I'd run back to your arms. The love shouldn't feel like chains or hide inside the dark. So let the door close behind me, let the silence finally speak. If loving you means losing me, then I choose me. It's not the suitcase in my hand, it's every shattered, shifted plan. It's every piece of who I've been. I'm leaving scattered in the wind. Oh, I'm walking through the fire with the heart that won't retire. Yes, I'm stronger than I'm feeling, but I break beneath. No, rise beyond the weight of leaving.
Old house at the edge of the road, windows blink like tired eyes. You said, come in, it's warmer inside, but the dust learned all your lies. Framed smiles on the papered wall, every face turned slightly wrong. You traced my name into the mold, said, stay, stay, you've been gone too long. Love me like a haunting, never leave, just linger in the hall. Scratch my name in silence, tap my heart through every waking wall. Hold me like a cold breath on the back of my neck, unseen. Love me like a haunting, fade in, fade out of my dreams. Teacups on the cracked sideboard, still warm, but the clock's long dead. You laughed like a match in a graveyard, wind lit a glow in my heavy head. You stitched your voice into the floor, so every step spells out your plea. I'm here in the creaking boards, and the echo answers, stay with me. Love me like a haunting. Never leave, just linger in the hall. Scratch my name in silence. Tap my heart through every waking wall. Hold me like a cold breath on the back of my neck, unseen. Love me like a haunting. Fade in, fade out of my dreams. I lock the doors, you pick the hinges. I burn the bed, you kiss the cinders. I changed my name, you wore it anyway, like a black lace veil on a bright red day. Love me like a haunting. Never leave, just linger in the hall. Scratch my name in silence. Tap my heart through every waking wall. Hold me like a cold breath on the back of my neck, unseen. Love me like a haunting. Fade and fade out of my dreams. Stay. If you're gonna stay, then stay. Hey, love me like a haunting, or just go away.
Fingerprints on the frosted glass. Your shadow hangs in the hallway. Teacup trembles on the windowsill, like it knows what you're gonna say. You laugh in a language I half remember. All vowels, velvet and light. Your hair is storm over cotton shoulders, pulling the room out of focus. You're wicked beautiful, like a bruise beneath the snow. Soft disaster in my hands. I can't let go, I can't let go. You're wicked beautiful, everyone begins to glow. Kiss me sharp and merciful. I don't wanna know, don't wanna know. Lipstick print on the Bible page, cherry stain in a sea of psalms. You hum a hymn through a crooked smile, turning grace into quiet harm. You dance in circles on the kitchen tiles, bare feet, broken halo. You make a cathedral out of cheap blue wallpaper and leave me kneeling in the afterglow. You're wicked beautiful, like a bruise beneath the snow. Soft disaster in my hands. I can't let go, I can't let go. You're wicked beautiful, everyone begins to glow. Kiss me sharp and merciful. I don't wanna know, don't wanna know. Say it slow in that secret language. All your consonants made of rain. Let your hair fall over my eyes. Blur my name. Blur my name. You're wicked beautiful, like a bruise beneath the snow. learned to lock the door. I learned to bite my tongue. I learned to smile at the checkout line like nothing's ever wrong. I learned to fold your shirts. I learned your coffee code. I learned to live in a house of signs and not get caught in the hold. But every room still says your name in the corner chair, in the window pane. And I can leave and I can go, still one old light won't let me close. I learned to live, I never learned to stop loving you. Never learned. I learned to breathe, but not the part that cuts us through. I can move on, I can move on, I can pretend I let you go, but under my skin, you're the last thing that I know. I learned the way you laugh at broken signs and rain. I learned the scar on your left hand from the day you lost your ring. I learned to keep my hands busy with little things, but when the house gets too damn quiet, your shadow starts to sing. And every plate and every wall hits like a wave when I hear it all. I can say fine, I can say done, still one old ache won't let me run. I learned to live, I never learned to stop loving you. Never learned. I learned to breathe, but not the part that cuts us through. I can move on, I can move on, I can pretend I let you go, but under my skin, you're the last thing that I know. If I found your face at the edge of a crowd, I'd break like glass and say your name out loud. Not to bring you back, not to make it new, just to prove to God I still feel you. I learned to live, I never learned to stop loving you. Never learned. I learned to stand in all the weather we got through. I can move on, I can move on, I can wear the safer clothes, but under my skin, you're the last thing that I know. I learned to live, I learned to live. Oh, I never learned to stop loving you. Never learned, never learned.
Covered in a chipped white cup. Curtain won't let the daylight in. lipstick on an ashtray rim, your laugh still hanging on my skin.
It's a moody blues morning, morning after the night before. Sheets still tangled in your shadow, high heels by my front door.
It's a moody blues morning, got your name on every pore. If you walk back through that screen door, baby, I let last night start once more. Old fan hung above my head,
Floorboards creak where you used to sway.
your perfume in the hallway, yeah,
Like you just stepped away. It's a moody blues morning, morning after the night before.
2 cold eggs in a cast iron pan,
1 fork in the drawer. Oh, there's a moody blues morning,
got me talking to the floor. If you knock soft on that frame again, I let last night start once more. Sun crawled slow a bourbon way,
dragging all my secrets out.
I swear I hear you hum my name
In every old time choir of doubt.
It's a moody blues morning,
Morning after the night before.
my heart's still wearing your red dress, heartbreak puddled on the floor.
Yeah, this moody blues morning, can't remember what we fought for.
If you call me from that corner bar, I let last night start once more, once more, once more. Cracked old mug, chip white plate, sun sneaks in through curtains that don't quite hang straight. Burnt toast smell, coffee too strong, kids off key, but they're making up their own song. Life don't have to be perfect to be wonderful, wonderful. Got a million little broken things that make this miracle full. You turn my mess into mercy, my trouble into a hymn. Life don't have to be perfect for me to praise you in it. Rust on the truck, paint on my jeans, bills on the fridge clipped up with last year's wedding ring. One good pair of shoes by the door, faith worn thin, but it's holding like it did before. Life don't have to be perfect to be wonderful, wonderful. Got a million little broken things that make this miracle full. You turn my mess into mercy, my trouble into a hymn. Life don't have to be perfect for me to praise you in it. If every road was easy, I'd never learn to pray. If every storm passed over, I'd miss the colors in the rain. You're in the crack in the ceiling, you're in the creak of the floor. In every load, I'm barely here. You say, child, I am your more. I don't have to be perfect to be wonderful, wonderful. Got a million little broken things that make this miracle full. You turn my mess into mercy, my trouble into a hymn. I don't have to be perfect for me to praise you in it. Out of tune grace, everyday choir. You take this crooked little life and light it on holy fire. Oh, first frost on your coffee cup, lip print like a fading cut. You said, leave the curtains drawn. I watched, every color gone. I grieve you like a season. You fall, I never land. Everything is leaving from the branches of my hands. I grieve you like a season. Cold breath in every room. You vanish for a reason, but the reason never blooms. Thin light on your winter chair, indent, but you're not there. Calendar still stuck on June. All that heat in an empty room. I grieve you like a season. You fall, I never learn. Everything is leaving from the branches of my hands. I grieve you like a season. Cold breath in every room. You vanish for a reason, but the reason never blooms. You said wait, you said stay, you said someday. You said someday, but the clocks pulled their hands away. Left us counting in the gray. I grieve you like a season. From the branches of my hands, I grieve you like a season, name carved into the gloom. You vanish for a reason, and I live inside that wound.
You plant a word, expect a forest by the fall. You pour your heart in the ground that feels like stone. Coffee's gone cold, staring at your silent phone. Every night, yeah, cuts a little close to bone. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. Rain has its rhythm, roots move slow. Every tear that it hits that dirt, I know, turns into something, turns into something. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. We built a dream on receipts and borrowed nights, burned our throats, singing to a room of fire. You say I'm tired of almost getting by, but every crack note still climbs a little higher inside. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. Rain has its rhythm, roots move slow. Every tear that hits that dirt, I know, turns into something, turns into something. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. I've seen a heartbreak, then bloom again. Oh yeah. I watched the late train still rolling. If it's worth the pain, it's worth the wait. Let the hard days here again. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. Rain has its rhythm, roots move slow. Every tear that it hits that dirt, I know, turns into something, turns into something. Don't try to rush things that need time to grow. So let it hurt and let it go. We are slow seeds. We are slow. Slow.
You're holding up the ceiling with tired, trembling hands. You learn that strength means silence, if love obeys commands.
There's a softer courage
that doesn't crush or claim. It bends to lift another and stands up just the same. We rise by lifting each other. Power that opens its arms like a mother. Not from the shadows we push people into, but from the light that we pour ourselves into. We rise by lifting each other. We rise, every quiet kindness pulls the whole world higher. I've seen the tallest towers built on someone else's pain. They glitter, then they hollow, they rattle in the rain. With hands that tie a shoelace, so wipe a tear in line. Are building hidden kingdoms that last beyond our time. We rise by lifting each other. Power that opens its arms like a mother. Not from the shadows we push people into, but from the light that we pour ourselves into. We rise by lifting each other. We rise, every quiet kindness pulls the whole world You came along one quiet morning with a smile that outshone the sun's warmth. Your laugh rolled down like a mountain stream, like a wild love pulled from a dream. Your eyes hold secrets the pines would keep, a restless soul living wild and deep. You're the wind that whispers through the trees. Mountain girl, you bring me to my knees. Mountain girl, you stole my heart, tore my world and broke it apart. But in the red, I found my peace. In your wild arms, my pain's released.
The sky might cry, but you never do. Your spirit's bold like the morning dew, graceful and strong like a hawk that flies. Mountain girl with ember eyes. Your eyes hold secrets the pines will keep. A restless soul living wild and deep. Your eyes hold secrets the pines would keep. A restless soul living wild and deep. You're the wind that whispers through the trees. Mountain girl, you bring me to my knees. Mountain girl, you stole my heart, tore my world and broke it apart. But in the wreck I found my peace. In your wild arms, my pain is released. The sky might cry, but you never do. Your spirit's bold like the morning dew, graceful and strong like a hawk that flies. Mountain girl with ember eyes. The sky might cry, but you never do. Your spirit's bold like the morning dew, graceful and strong like a hawk that flies. Mountain girl with ember eyes. I climb the heights just to see your face, breathless but I love the chase. You're the wildfire I can't contain. Mountain girl, you'll drive me insane.
Pale roses in the freezer, names scratched into the glass. You left your silver ring here, teeth marks in the past. Ink bled through the letter, your breath in every crease. The photograph keeps aging, but you stay 17. Love lives longer than the body, outruns marrow, outlasts bone, sleeps indoor, frame stalks the hallway, shares my pillow when I'm alone. Love lives longer than the body, it wears my shadow, steals my skin. Every mirror knows your outline. You keep walking back in. Lipstick on the teacup, half a word caught on your tongue. The kettle keeps on screaming for a mouth that's come undone. Clocks drip through the rafters, time peels from the walls. Your laughter climbs the staircase, but never makes the call. Love lives longer than the body, outruns marrow, outlasts bone, sleeps indoor, frame stalks the hallway, shares my pillow when I'm alone. Love lives longer tied a ribbon around the air you left. Kiss the absence on your side of the bed. I tell the silence it's only nerves, not grief. The silence answers in your voice and your teeth. Love lives longer than the body, past the bruise and past the stain. Haunts the curtains, haunts the eyelids, writes your surname in my veins. Love lives longer than the body, when the candles drown in wax in the black between my heartbeats. You keep finding your way back. We signed our names in fading ink, sat in chairs that scraped the floor. Judge read words I couldn't drink, so I just stared down at the door. Your old truck keys felt cold in my hand, like I've been holding on too long. Driving home through quiet land, I knew something in me had gone wrong. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. Taking my heart down from that dusty highest shelf. I thought goodbye meant I was broken, now it's hello to somebody else. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. Oh, myself. Kitchen chair, one coffee cup, half the photos off the wall. Split the plates and packed you up, but I kept the Sunday calls to my own soul. Asking softly, girl, when did you disappear? Answer came like early spring, I've been waiting all these years. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. Taking my heart down from that dusty highest shelf. I thought goodbye meant I was broken, now it's hello to somebody else. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. I'm dancing barefoot in the hallway, wearing that dress you never liked. Hey, laughing at the mirror, 'cause the woman looking back's alive. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. Lighting a candle for my name in a house that finally feels like help. I thought goodbye meant I was empty, now I'm filling up with something else. Divorce ain't the loss of love, it's the love I owe myself. It's the love I owe myself.
jacket in the cupboard still smells like cheap red wine. Lipstick ghosts on crumpled letters, dates I tried to underline. Every room keeps saying your name in the creak of the door, in the picture frame. You're something I couldn't bury. Tried stones, tried flames, tried time. I shovel and I am still carrying every laugh, every fight, every lie. You're something I couldn't bury, so you live in the dust of my mind. Shed houseplants dead on the windowsill, roots all knotted like us. I still sleep on the left side. Leave your side clear of dust. I painted over the marks on the wall, but under fresh white I can feel it all. You're something I couldn't bury. Tried stones, tried flames, tried time. I shovel and I'm still carrying every laugh, every fight, every lie. You're something I couldn't bury, so you live in the dust of my mind. I boxed your photos, taped them twice, label them winter clothes. Still I hear your boots in the hallway, hear your key in the door I closed. Maybe I'm the one who's buried under all I never said. Talking to your outline on the cold side of the bed. Oh, you're something I couldn't bury. Tried stones, tried flames, tried time. I shovel and I'm still carrying every laugh, every fight, every lie. You're something I couldn't bury, so stay where the shadows collect. You're something I couldn't bury, and I don't know what happens if I forget.
breathes its last. The smoke curls slow. You came here in the darkness. Now the darkness has to go. But you brought something with you. A name, a face, a prayer. And someone on the other side was listening out there. The ride is done. The hour is through. The veil falls back like it always knew. You needed this, you needed that. A love like that doesn't end, it doesn't end. The hourglass is empty. The last grain fell at dawn. But everything you carried here doesn't have to be gone. Leave it in the quiet. Leave it in the flame. They heard every word you whispered. They still know your name. The ride is done. The hour is through. The veil falls back like it always knew. You needed this, you needed them. A love like that doesn't end, it doesn't end. Go back to the morning. Go back to the light. Carry what they gave you through the ordinary life. They're not behind you. They never were that far. Just on the other side of wherever you are. The ride is done. The hour is through. The veil folds back, unfolding too. But I'll be here, same dark, same flame, same hour, same metal, same love. Sleep now, or go gently into your day. You were here tonight. That matters.